So as I mentioned before, the historical way of connecting is well known, but Zscaler thinks it's a better way of doing things, and that's kind of where we've changed the way of thinking. First and foremost is that for those of you who know, and those who don't, Zscaler ultimately is a layer that sits between the initiator anywhere in the world, in this case a SIM, and the internet as an application or a set of applications. Maybe there's some apps up here, but it could also be private applications that exist maybe in a data center or a cloud. I'll just put this simply as private here, priv. Now what happens is in the cellular world, you still have to get the connections from the mobile network into the Zero Trust policy. And to do that, we've built a Zscaler Cellular service, which ultimately is a service that sits between the carrier networks and not inside a carrier network and not on the internet. And we deliver this, the Zscaler Cellular service, we deliver this as a service to you. And what that means is that when you try and connect from a SIM, let's just go down here. We have a SIM. Now that SIM is going to have an ID. It's going to have rules, as we discussed before. The difference this time is that Zscaler is actually impacting the decision about these rules and identities. We're actually telling the mobile network, hey, this is an SIM that belongs to a policy. Do not send it straight out to the internet. Rather, establish a path from the cellular network into the Zero Trust Edge that we have, the Zscaler Cellular service. The simplicity of this is that not only can we deliver this in one mobile network, but should we replicate or you need to connect to another mobile network somewhere else in the world? Maybe you roam to another country, maybe you need to connect to another location. Or maybe you're in a country and your carrier that you're connected to doesn't have coverage. Well, your SIM will automatically connect to that very next carrier network, and that carrier is also integrated to Zscaler. This is the advantage of not being inside one carrier environment. We're actually able to be everywhere. And that means that coming off the Zscaler Cellular service, all traffic goes into Zscaler and into you, the customer's policy. That meaning you can set rules of who gets access to what, either to the internet or via the Zscaler private access path, and ensure that only users that are, or devices that are authenticated via your policy get access to your private applications and public applications. So now everything is united under one Zero Trust policy in a very simple way by simply deploying the Zscaler Cellular service in the mobile networks for you to consume. This means any device with a SIM can simply be connected and access your applications with a very granular policy that you've built in your Zero Trust policy.